Hello YouTube, this is Angela just coming to you today, not with a luxury video, but one about faith. And I just want to talk to you about and have some Bible scriptures. This is supposed to be the authority that we stand on, the word that we live by. So let's talk about work, and the importance of work. Is it good for society as a whole to just stay home and receive money from the government? Or should the people from a certain society go out and work and earn a living? Which is it? What does God say about earning a living and about work? All right, so let's delve into, if you're new to my channel, I do luxury unboxings, I do um, faith videos, and then I also do reviews on products and services and things like that. So today we're just going to do a Bible study about work. Okay, so I want to start with the scripture, and I apologize, I don't have my glasses there. I don't know why I don't put them where I can have them at all times. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Proverbs. So if you have your Bible handy, that would be very useful. Proverbs 12:11, and it says, "He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread." Well, basically, bread is the ability to be able to buy food. Tilleth is another word for working. Another one that says that's really good is, and this is one I've heard before, 2 Thessalonians 3:10. I'm reading from the King James, by the way. "For even when we were with you," this is Paul talking, "this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat." That's another good scripture. And so as you see, they're going to read quite a few scriptures, so I apologize if I'm going fast. But that was 2 Thessalonians 3:10. And that was one of the letters that Paul wrote to his disciples. Well, to his followers, I mean. Another one is Proverbs 12:11. "He that tilleth," there's the word again, "his land shall be satisfied with bread." And that's the one I was reading. Another one is Proverbs 13:4. "The soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat." So basically, a sluggard is a lazy person that doesn't want to work, and they want and they desire, but they don't do anything to actually get that and bring that into fruition. And then it does a comparison with a person that is diligent, that goes out there and works, and they shall be made fat. Basically saying that they shall be able to add to what they have. Proverbs 13:11. "Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase." So as you see, I'm building upon with these scriptures that there's a lot of scriptures that I probably haven't even mentioned that talk about work. Another one is Colossians 3:23 and part of 24. "Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive an inheritance, your reward, as a reward." Okay, I'm sorry, I just messed that up. Let me read that again. Colossians 3:23. "Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward." So basically, there's reward that God gives us when we work. Another scripture is Psalms 128:2. Sorry about that. "You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall be blessed, and it shall be well with you." Again, that was Psalms 128:2. Another one is Psalms 90:17. "Let the favor of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish the work of your hands upon us." Yes, establish the work of our hands. Another one that talks about a lazy person says Romans 12:11. Do not be slothful in zeal. Be fervent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Another one is Proverbs 16:3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. So when you're going to work, set your day. Pray before you get there. Pray that when you are there, your interactions will be good. You will be successful. You will learn what you're supposed to learn, and that it will go well with you. And so God promises favor. He promises increase, but it's to those that are willing to go out there and work. Another one is Proverbs 21:25. The desire of the sluggard kills him, for his hands refuse to labor. So as you can see, God is talking about a comparison between a sluggard, slothful, he talks about vanity, and he also talks about those that are working, they're tilling, they're doing labor. And that can mean a lot of different things. That can mean you're a stay-at-home mom and you're maybe called a stay-at-home mom, but it doesn't mean that you're not working. Let's be clear. If you're a stay-at-home mom right now, you are working. You are working to care for those children, changing diapers. You are teaching them. You are, you're their teacher, their nurse, and the list goes on and on. You're cleaning the house. You may be doing laundry. Or if you're a stay-at-home dad, there is work involved in that. So please know that I'm not speaking directly to you, calling you a sluggard or slothful or anything like that. And to also be clear, if you have been laid off due to a disability, I am also not talking to you because you have had the history of work and you were injured, and that's not your fault. So let's be clear on that. Let's not take what I'm saying and just run with it and get offended and find a reason to be offended by it. What I'm only saying is giving you the Word of God and just talking about the difference between a slothful, sluggard person that refuses to work, that has no desire to work, versus a person that is taking care of business, doing what they're doing, whether it's in the corporate world or whether it's at home with children, whether it's caring for an elderly parent or relative or anything like that. And also another thing I wanted to talk about that is related is I just listed a couple of things that are, things that you just, if you're a parent, there's things that you just can't teach your child at home that they actually need to go out into the world and learn. Or you lay the foundation at home, and when they go out in the world, they actually walk it out. And one of the things I found is work teaches them time management. It gives them a working application to practice time management. It also builds strength and stamina. Whatever the work may be, maybe you may be doing, whether it's construction, whether it's working at fast food or retail, that is all work. Whether it's, you're working for telemarketers or whatever the case may be, it's all work. It also builds a work ethic. It has, if you're working in an office or working in a school, then you have the ability to interact with other people that may not even look like you or think like you, and so that builds character as well. It builds discipline, and you learn to problem solve. And so those are just a few of the things that are, in my opinion, good when you work. I don't agree that you should have a whole society that just doesn't work, that just totally, completely, 100% depends on the government. I do know that, it was needed at some point during COVID. And, 2020, a lot of people were laid off. A lot of people's jobs were closed. You still have the toll bridges that are still closed, where there's no telling where those workers are or whether that job is even coming back, in my opinion, because it's so easy to have everything computerized. But the point of my video is work is good. Greed, no. but work in itself is good. We have a lot of different examples in the Bible that talk about what God thinks about work, people actually working the land and doing different things in various capacities. But in my opinion, and based on the scriptures that I used, it seems to me, and I'll let you draw your own conclusion, that work is a good thing. It doesn't have to be a thing that you can't enjoy. It doesn't have to be something that is arduous or something that is to the point where you can't effectively work and earn a living, but it should be rewarding at the end of the day. If you're in a job maybe that you just don't like, maybe search out something and search within yourself and ask God to lead you and guide you in something that you do enjoy, something that you do well at, or even something that you want to learn a new skill in. So anyway, that is my opinion. Those are the scriptures I had. I do apologize for going rapidly in the scripture. I do suggest going back and looking at the scriptures for yourself and drawing your own conclusion. And then subscribe, and put your opinion in the comment section. Love to hear from you. Okay, bye for now.